You probably didn't realize it was me. Yeah, John Sifferman. Yeah, you probably thought I was an alligator or something, right? I mean, I was just crawling like one, so I don't blame you. But, well, I got you here. I might as well teach you this great bodyweight exercise called the alligator crawl, which is a really good core strengthening exercise that really emphasizes the musculature of the chest, the shoulders, and the triceps. But it really is a full body exercise, and it's kind of a, as you saw, probably a hybrid between a push-up and a plank, and also crawling. There's an element of travel involved. Not very efficient for the human body, if I may say so myself, but it's a great fitness, strength, and conditioning exercise. And it's one that I learned back in 2006 from Steve Cotter at a seminar I attended. He was teaching a number of bodyweight exercises, and this is one of the ones that I grabbed and I use myself and with some of my clients every once in a while. Not something I do all the time, but it's kind of fun. It's different, and you know, if you're into this type of thing, some people don't think exercise is fun, and that's really sad. They just haven't found something that they enjoy doing. It doesn't have to be exercise. Any physical activity will do, but I digress. So this is kind of a intermediate level exercise. Definitely not for beginners. Not really advanced. I'm not really good at the advanced stuff anyways. But some basic prerequisites to make sure that this is relatively safe for you to start including in your routine, start practicing. I'd recommend at the very least being able to do 20 push-ups with good push-ups under control, slow and under control, 20 reps. And if you can't do that, then starting this, it might be a little too soon before you start this. I'd also recommend being able to hold a plank, either like an elbow plank or a push-up plank, for at least 3 minutes. That's just a good general ballpark to let you know that you are more than prepared physically to start working on an exercise like this. So given that this is kind of a hybrid between a push-up and a plank, I'm not really gonna go over all the nitty-gritty details involved in the technique. You can review some of my other videos that talk about all of the little components involved in optimizing your push-up and your plank technique. Spinal alignment, core activation, hip recruitment, etc., etc. Not going to cover all that in this vid. I just want to keep it as short and sweet as I can because I tend to take longer than I should. Basically, just want to show you what it is and talk you through some of the main issues. So it can either be done on your fists or on your palms. Obviously, it will be more comfortable on your palms for most people, unless you have some wrist issues. Choose whichever one is most comfortable for you. The added benefit of doing it on your fists, of course, is that you get to train the strength of your wrist in this neutral position, this vertical position, which is a good thing. It's an added benefit. You might toughen up your hands, your knuckles, and the skin on your hands too as an added perk. Maybe you care about that, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't want to do that. Some of you ladies aren't really into the really tough hands thing, and some of you are. Ever to each his own. So it can either be done on your fists or on your palms. Basically what you're going to do is assume the top of a push-up position, check in with all those key components, good posture, good spinal alignment, leg drive, hip recruitment, core activation, everything nice and tight, but not squeezed or not a death grip with your body or anything. You're just going to lower yourself down until you're hovering over the ground. Not all the way down and not so far up. You want to get down as deep as you can, but still hover. And then you're going to walk each limb. You're going to use your opposite limb. So when your right hand walks forward, at the same time your left foot, your left ankle is going to walk forward. And then when your left hand walks forward, your right ankle is going to move forward. So you're using opposing limbs. At least that's the optimal technique. It's okay if you use the same side. Just work to keep practicing and try to work eventually to using the opposite limb. So let's do a few. So you just get in that push-up technique, lower yourself down until you're hovering, and then you're going to start walking. With an exhale, notice the opposite limbs. You can go faster. You can go sideways. You can even go the other side. And you can go backwards too. There's all sorts of different directions you can do it. But the basic premise It's keeping everything tight, keeping a good aligned body, not sagging, not being the bucking bronco. You know, you don't want to be like this. You don't want to be like this. You know, I'm exaggerating a little bit. You try to maintain that neutral spine. Some of the main things you want to pay attention to are keeping your shoulders packed onto your torso, stabilized. So you don't want your shoulders shrugging upwards. You're going to be weak here. It's going to cause tension and strain. So keep them packed on your shoulders, just like when you're doing push-ups. Don't let your elbows flare out. Keep them in tight into your sides, like so. And those are the main components. Exhale on effort. So every time you take a step, out through the mouth. Exhale out. And that's the basic technique. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Be happy to help. And if you like this type of video, you want to see more of these unconventional bodyweight exercises in the future, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I love bringing these videos. It's basically a war on time is what I'm fighting. But whenever I get a chance, I like to get out here and give you guys something else to work on. So I'm John Sifferman from physicalliving.com. Take care.